Heads Over Heels is proud to be establishing an annual award in Stephen Porges' name to be presented to a connector for outstanding generosity to our portfolio companies. Fittingly, we are delighted to present the inaugural award to Stephen himself in recognition of all that he does for Heads Over Heels and many of our portfolio company CEOs.
So firstly, I just want to say how honoured I am to be the inaugural recipient of this award. It seems odd to be getting rewarded for something that you enjoy doing so much. And I think it's fantastic that this will be ongoing, and I just hope that future recipients get as much out of their association with all these extraordinary companies as I have. So thank you all very much. So just over 40 years ago, when I moved from regional New South Wales down to Sydney to university, I was incredibly lucky. I had been lucky for all sorts of reasons until then, but as I moved into business, I was incredibly lucky that I'd been born male. I didn't do anything to deserve that or whatever, but when I got to Sydney, I did find that within my business community, about 90% of those people I associated with were men. For me, this just seemed natural at the time, and that was the network that over the next 40 odd years I've actually maintained, I've socialised with, I've kept up with, that have actually hugely benefited my career. Now thankfully over those 40 years there's been a huge increase in women, well an increase in women, I wouldn't say a huge increase in women, that have also become part of that network, but it still is predominantly male, and a lot of it is about men helping men. So what Heads Over Heels really is about is bringing that assistance and bringing that help to all the companies that have been founded by women, that don't have those natural contacts and connections and networks that we've had by pure luck over those 40 years. So the other side of Heads Over Heels, I would say that the energy and the attitude that one experiences from these companies is extraordinary. And most of us within the Connector network have grown up in large companies where if we needed something done in finance, we'd ring the finance department. We needed HR, we'd get ahead of HR. These are all companies that have actually been started by women with their own passion, quite often around the classic kitchen table, and they did finance, they did marketing, they did everything. So their understanding and their passion for their businesses is second to none. And it is something that I've learned from many, many times over my 10-year association. So what is it that we actually do to help these companies? It's really simple. You spend an hour listening. You go to one of the functions, if it's online, really easy. If it's not online, it's about an hour or two, and you hear three amazing companies. And if you don't get inspired by them, I'll be amazed, because they're always exciting, interesting companies with passion, started by, it's the founder presenting, that they've actually put all their sweat and energy in. They've taken the risks, not like us that have been in large companies, they've taken the risks, started their own businesses. And so what we can do, invariably when you're hearing about them, you think, okay, if they were just talking to X, so X are invariably these friends that we've had, that we've developed through our business careers, and all we have to do is make an introduction. It's that simple. Company X should talk to Y. We love Company X because we've just heard about them, and Y loves hearing about them. So simple introductions are all we have to do. That's at the lowest level. I would say on a personal perspective, however, what I've got is a lot deeper than that. In a lot of the companies, you really get to know the people, you get to love the industry, you learn about them, and some say you mentor them. The reality is, I think I get as much as they do, because you're learning from them at the coalface when they're really out there doing as much as we can give some of our expertise. So I would say what I get is a lot more by leaning in. It's the additional lean in and talk to them and assist. And you obviously can't do it with all. So over the years, there's probably 10 companies that I've really got to know well and understood and helped. I think we got a lot back from. So all I would say is, again, thank you very much for the award. And for anyone that's thinking of getting involved, at the lowest level, come along and listen. You hear some great companies with really good stories, great passion. But I really would advise, just find a few that you like and lean into them, and it's extraordinary what you get back, and extraordinary the path and the road, the map that you see these companies going on is just a wonderful experience that we don't often get in our mainstream business career. So again, thank you, and I look forward to continuing my association with the Heads Over Heels as long as I can.
Greetings from Denver, Colorado. I'm Deb Noller. I'm the CEO of Switch Automation. Our company does software for smart buildings, and we were incredibly fortunate to be part of the Heads Over Heels cohort that went through in 2015. And one of the long-lasting and greatest benefits that I had from being part of that program was meeting and becoming good friends with Stephen Porges. So Stephen has been a brilliant advisor and mentor to me over the years, and I'm incredibly grateful for the work that he's done with myself and our company. Wishing you all the best tonight, Stephen. Thanks for everything. Bye.
Good afternoon. I'm Jane Shaw, co-founder and executive chair of BCAL Diagnostics. We've been developing the organisation since 2010. And it is fair to say it has been a complete roller coaster ride. Stephen has been there for the whole journey. He's supported us, he's provided guidance, mentoring. He's been there through all the trials, tribulations, having funding, no funding. I can't think of anybody who deserves this inaugural award than Stephen. So a big thank you and congratulations, Stephen. And cannot thank you enough for all the support and guidance you've given to me and the BCAL team over the time. Thank you.
Stephen Porges, I have a lot to thank you for. You gave me something very rare: your time, your genuine interest, and your guidance and advice. You've connected me with your networks. You've given me the confidence to grow a business, take risks, seek deals with fair terms, and make things happen, even when they weren't happening the way I thought they would. As a founder, you've made me better, but as a mentor, you've made even the tough times fun, and I am very, very grateful for that. Your legacy here for Heads Over Heels is sensational. You really do set the benchmark for awesome mentorship. And I thank you for sharing your time with me.
Hi Stephen, Sylvia from Curview here. I wanted to reach out to congratulate you on the Heads Over Heels Award. You've been a supporter of women in business for many years and a great mentor and connector through Heads Over Heels. I've personally experienced your support and kindness. It has been invaluable to myself, my self-esteem, and ultimately the success of my company. Sometimes all we need as female founders is somebody who believes we can do it to unleash the success. I also know how much you have achieved in your own career. You should be very, very proud of everything you've accomplished. Congratulations to a great leader, mentor, and connector. And thanks for always being there for me.